Hey guys, it is time for another Pan That Palette update. So real quick before we get started, yes, I did get my hair cut. It is short, it is poofy, it is gone, and I'm super excited. You guys are here to see how I'm doing with my panning challenges this year. So let's go ahead and get started with the main palette that I am panning. So my focus this year is on the Tarte Matte-nificent palette, which is an all matte palette. Real quick, let me insert a picture of what this palette looked like last month. And here's what my palette looks like now. Ta-da! So, some major happenings going on. I finished off that little side piece over here on the cream shade, so there is blinding amounts of pan. And now I have just this little part here at this one edge of the pan to finish. So I'm pretty sure this will be the first thing that I finish this year. I'm really excited. I've been working on expanding the pan in this mauve shade. I've still not hit side pan. As you guys can see, I'm kind of inching closer and closer. That one is very, very densely packed. So it is going a little bit more slowly than some of the other shades. I've also been working on this pink shade. I started working down on this bottom section here to see if I could get side pan. Not quite there yet. I am using this pink shade to set all over my lids. So it is still definitely moving. I've also been using this taupe shade a lot as a transition shade underneath my lower lash line. And I'm working towards getting down to this little corner. I didn't quite make it, but I think I should definitely get there next month. I don't think I've touched the purple at all, and then I used this shade a couple of times. And there's been a little tiny bit of progress. Still using this brown shade in my brows, using a combination of this brown and the taupe in my brows, just for a little bit lighter of a look for spring and summer. And then really not much progress on the black and then the blush I'm using, but not really panning. So for next month, I want to hit side pan on this pink shade. I would really love to clear out the corner down there on the taupe shade and then just keep working on everything else. And that's where we are with this palette. So since that palette is an all matte palette, I have also been panning with it a companion palette. For the first 3 months of the year, I was using the Urban Decay After Dark palette. But I switched it up last month and I started working on the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. So here's my Chocolate Bonbons palette. Let me show you what this palette looked like at the beginning of the month. And here's what it looks like now. So this palette was almost brand new when I started panning it. I had used a couple of shades, but nothing really too much except for Satin Sheets, which I have been using as a face highlight. So you guys can see I have some use here in Molasses Chip. Used that over the lid quite a few times. Cafe au lait and Sprinkles. I also used Earl Grey a couple of times, and I really enjoy doing kind of a gray smoky eye. On the eye, it doesn't look nearly as teal as it does in the pan, but it is a really nice, pretty gray color. Recently, I also started using this Mocha shade as a bronzer, which has been really nice, and I plan on continuing to use that as a bronzer and also my Satin Sheets as a face highlight throughout the rest of the spring. So I'm really happy because I feel like I got quite a bit of use out of this palette. Didn't use every shade or anything, but I feel like it looks like it's actually been used now, which is really great. So I am still planning on going back to the Urban Decay After Dark palette in July when I switch over to my summer capsule wardrobe, and I'll be making use of some of the summery shades in there. But I had so much fun just getting some use out of this palette that I thought I would go ahead and switch again this month and do another 1 month 1 palette with a different palette just to get some use out of the rest of my collection while I'm still panning stuff. So swapping this one out, and let me show you guys what I will be swapping in. So I decided to get some good use out of some of my Urban Decay singles. So I have one of their little 4-pan fillable palettes. and I thought I would create my own little springy palette to use. So these are the colors I have chosen. If you guys saw my 2017 beauty goals video, I talked about how I'm wanting to switch to more natural and organic makeup, so I've been doing a lot of research on different brands, trying to find good ones, because natural makeup can be kind of hit or miss on how well they actually work. And I really fell in love with the Mermaid palette by 100% Pure, and I really wanted to buy it, but I was like, Stephanie, you do not need any more eyeshadow right now. So I'm trying to replace things as I run out of them, and or getting rid of things that have really bad ingredients. So far my eyeshadow collection is all still in, so I didn't really need any eyeshadow. So I thought, let me see if I can go through my stash and find close enough dupes for some of those shades so I can kind of make my own Mermaid palette. So the Mermaid palette had a really pretty gold color. So this is Urban Decay's Easy Baked. Also had a nice green color, so I pulled out Urban Decay Mildew. It had a really pretty pink face highlight. So this is Urban Decay, I think it's Scratch. I forget if it's Scratch or Snatch. Scratch. So this is Scratch, so I pulled that one in. And then also for just another easy shade, this is Urban Decay's Sellout. That is the one that has the biggest dip, although you can see I have a little bit of use on each of the shades. So the palette also included a blush, so I have plenty of blushes, and it also included kind of a really interesting purple shade, but I'm not really feeling the purple for spring. It's kind of dark. I'm not interested in doing purple smoky eyes, so I decided to leave off the purple and instead pull in the pink from the highlighter. And so this is my do-it-yourself 100% Pure Mermaid palette. So I'm really excited about that. And if I blow through all these colors and decide I really like them, then I know I can buy that palette. And if not, I will at least have gotten some really good use out of these colors. So this is the other companion palette that I'm going to be using for this month. I will still be working on Mocha and Satin Sheets in my Chocolate Bonbons palette, but again, I'm using those on the face instead of on the eyes. So thanks you guys for checking in for my palette update. Let me know if you guys are panning anything down in the comment section below. I love panning videos and I would love to check yours out. And if you're not panning anything, let me know what colors you are enjoying this spring. So thanks for watching. Bye.